Hi guys, Alvarez Airsoft here, today with a review of the Elite Force Glock 19 Gen 3 Airsoft Gas Blowback Pistol. This model is one of the full blowback models, being OEM'd by VFC. These are not the same as the half blowback CO2 models that are OEM'd by KWC. These are available with both green gas and CO2 magazines, by the way. So Elite Force is offering a few different Glock replicas right now, including the Glock 17, which is the full duty size model, the Glock 18, which is a select fire model capable of doing full auto, the 19, which is this one, the 19X, which has a 17 style frame and a 19 length slide, comes in Desert Tan, and they're also offering a 34, which has an extended barrel and slide, so it's like a competition style pistol. There seems to be like some rumors of a subcompact, a model coming out smaller that's smaller than the Glock 19, but I'm not sure about that. The real Glock series of handguns were introduced in 1982. They've become increasingly popular with law enforcement and military around the world. They're also very popular on the US civilian market. They're known for their reliability and durability. Specifically, I know that Glocks are carried by French GIGN, German GSG-9, Russian FSB, and US Marine Corps Special Forces units. Now onto this specific model. This Elite Force replica shoots approximately 310 FPS with 0.2 gram BBs. I chronoed it at 275, 280 FPS with like 0.25 gram BBs. It holds 19 rounds in the magazine, which is adequate for a compact airsoft handgun. So the features, realistic function, full blowback. It has the correct Glock trigger safety. Disassembles like a real Glock. Has the same U and front dot as most Glock models. It has the correct trademarks. As you can see, that's to be expected from an officially licensed product, but I like that they're engraved into the slide and they're not just like crappy laser etched white lettering that doesn't look realistic at all. Since this is the Gen 3 model, it does feature like the finger grooves and texturing, which I find comfortable. I prefer it over the Gen 4 texturing, but that's just me. Also, this pistol does have replacement parts and some aftermarket parts available for it. I know Salient Arms makes a slide specifically for the 19. I believe they also make one for the 17. I believe there's also some threaded barrels available. And I have seen rebuild kits, such as magazine rebuild kits, nozzle rebuild kits, and like slides and frames being sold. So they're readily available, and that's good that you can get replacement parts. Some things I don't like about this. The finish on this stinks, honestly. I mean, it's an airsoft gun, but the paint's really wearing on the back of the slide. Like, none of my other airsoft guns have gotten this much wear, and I haven't used this that hard. Everywhere else is like just the hard edges and like the ejection port, but I think the finish could be better. One quirk to this gun is the magazine base plate it has. In order to remove it, you need to depress this follower, push forward, and that's how you access your fill valve. You can't access your fill valve without doing that. This is an extra step. I think it's silly, and I just wouldn't do it to begin with. It's just an extra part. It's an extra step, and it's an extra part that can get lost, so I don't like that. While it does have some aftermarket compatibility, it is limited. Like I said, it does not have nearly as many parts as like a Tokyo Marui or like a WeTech, because that's a clone gun, so You have some parts, but not a ton, so keep that in mind. Also, the rear sight on every one of these that I've seen has been loose. You've been able to push it right and left, like, and just pop it off pretty easily. I put a little bit of glue on mine just so it stays in place, but on every one that I've held a few, they all have that loose rear sight. So it was at this point in the review, everything was going well, and then I ran into a snag. What happened was, something in the striker hammer assembly actually broke. What happened specifically is I was generous and lent my pistol to another player who had misplaced his gun on the field. When I came back, it was broken. He said something about dropping it, so I think that's probably what happened. But it could have also been wear and tear over a long period of time since I did get this third hand. In order to take this pistol apart, to get to the hammer assembly, you pop out this pin right here. You disassemble the pistol. And then you remove this screw right here. And the entire assembly will pop out. And you can buy a new one online. They call it a steel hammer assembly. Packaging looks like this. So, while it did break, I am pleased to report that the parts are readily available and easy to find and easy to install.
Surrender.
Oh, good hit, good hit. You scared me, bro. Good job.
Good hit.
Oh, hit.
Oh, that was like 5 people. You guys got me. Shit. Ah! I got lucky. You okay, bro? Oh, I'm good.
Now for the results of the accuracy test. At 25 feet, I got approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 or 17 hits. That might be a double up in the top right corner. So 16 or 17 hits out of 19, which is good. At 50 feet, I didn't do as well. I got about 8 or 9 hits, as you can see. So I'm not overly impressed with the accuracy at range on this pistol, and 100 feet is 7. So some of this might just be I'm using heavier BBs, green gas, the weather. There's a lot of factors to consider here, but personally I have also taken this outside and not have been overly impressed by the range with .25s and green gas. So just keep that in mind. So my final thoughts on this Airsoft Glock replica is that I think it's an excellent replica of a Glock. I've gone over the pros and cons, and I think the pros outweigh the cons. While it did break, replacement parts are readily available, so that's excellent. Anyone who's looking for a Glock series pistol, Airsoft Glock series pistol, I definitely recommend the Elite Force line of Glock series pistols that are OEM by VFC, the full blowback ones. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching.